Good morning, Hank. It's Tuesday. Greetings from the tiredest boy in Tired Town. I've been traveling 28 out of the last 30 days and will be traveling 32 of the next 40. I got in from London last night and fly to Peru this morning. But it is a privilege to spread the gospel that the world's deadliest infectious disease is preventable and curable, and so that's what I'm doing. Also, I'm really excited to go to Peru. I remember a few years ago when I had labyrinthitis, I was stuck in bed with my eyes closed for 2 weeks because I couldn't open my eyes without throwing up. And during that period, I listened to a Spanish language radio broadcast of a soccer game between Peru and New Zealand to decide who would go to the World Cup finals. And I don't actually speak Spanish, but I didn't need to. I was able to follow the game just by the intonation. Anyway, Peru won, qualifying for the World Cup for the first time in decades, and I could hear the tears in the commentator's voice, and I was reminded of that old line that of all the unimportant things, football is the most important. So Hank, in many ways, I've had a wonderful month. My book, Everything is Tuberculosis, has spent 4 consecutive weeks on the New York Times bestseller list, which is a very happy surprise. I've been able to talk with over 15,000 people about the needless burden of suffering caused by tuberculosis. I even got to visit Congress with nerdfighters from around the country to make the case for foreign aid funding. But it has also been an exhausting month, and I have 2 exhausting months to come. And this is a strange thing to say, but one of the pillars that has held me up during this period is 4th-tier English football. Now listen, Hank, I am aware that professional sports are ridiculous. It is genuinely ridiculous to be a grown-up invested in other grown-ups trying to hit a ball with a stick or kick a ball over a line or whatever. And yet, for me, it is also a balm and a break. There's this great Donald Hall essay where he writes about third things in marriages, how when you're in a marriage, you're not just like staring at each other all the time, you're entwining your attention together around third things. Like the third thing might be children, or it might be the New York Times crossword puzzle, or it might be poetry. And for me, football is a third thing where my attention is entwined with thousands of other people, and in that process, I feel something very like shared love. And that makes it all the more exciting when, for example, AFC Wimbledon find themselves in 5th place and a playoff position near the end of the season with the potential of becoming a 3rd-tier English soccer team. So Hank, over the last couple of years, Rosianna and I have been working with a longtime nerd fighter named Jonathan Vogler, who helped make the documentary The Last Dance about the Chicago Bulls, on a documentary about our beloved AFC Wimbledon. And last week, it premiered on YouTube. Doing it on YouTube just kind of feels right because AFC Wimbledon is a fan-owned football club, and YouTube is by far the most democratic of streaming services because anybody can access it who has an internet connection. So you can watch the entire first episode and all future episodes at the link in the doobly-doo. The series takes you inside a small fan-owned football club, into the players' lives, into the locker room, even into our striker Matty Stevens' boxing gym. As one commenter put it, if Ted Lasso were a documentary, it would look like this. So like I said earlier, I've just come from London, and I wasn't there primarily for the football, but I did enjoy a bit of the football with my father-in-law, no less, which was really, really special, even though it was a 0-0 draw, and it is a rather long way to go to witness no goals. Hank, I even got to deliver a little bit of a team talk.
And I'm so excited to be here in person and see you play today. I know this is a massive game for you. I'm just really fucking grateful that I get to be with you in person. So thank you so much, and get them.
So AFC Wimbledon have been quite good this season. Our striker Matty Stevens is one of the best in the league, and with our new central attacking midfielder Marcus Brown signed with money from our FIFA stream, we're looking pretty dangerous. But we've also given up some heartbreaking late goals this season, presumably so that we can have maximum drama for the documentary. Hank, there's one other thing that football reminds me of, and something that I think is infused in the documentary series, which is that hope is correct. That's not to say hope is always rewarded. Any AFC Wimbledon fan can tell you that there's at least as much heartbreak in this business as there is joy. But hope is still correct because things might get better, especially when we all orient our love in the same direction. So Hank, I hope you check out the documentary. Again, it's free to watch on YouTube. There is a link in the doobly-doo. I'm so excited about it. In general, even though I am very tired right now, I'm so excited to be able to do the work that I'm doing, and I feel so motivated and energized by it, and I'm so grateful to everyone who has read and shared Everything is Tuberculosis. It's been an amazing, amazing ride, and I hope it continues. Hank, I'll see you on Friday.